Today we're gonna be going over the must-have cards that you just gotta have for the Eagles theme team. Now the Eagles theme team is loaded with talent. Like a lot of these position groups, there's a lot of guys that are really good. So I'm not gonna say I have a crazy amount of names. I got like 5 or 6 guys that I would say you legit do need to have, maybe because they have some type of discount or just they're just completely better than the rest in a position group. Because like for example, corners, we got a lot of corners. Wide receivers, we got a lot of wide receivers. You know what I mean? So a lot of these position groups are loaded, but there's that one guy that's he's just completely better than the rest. We're actually going to start with the wide receivers. We're going to start with Julio Jones. Julio Jones is our best wide receiver. He's 6'3". He's very big. Now, obviously, he's not as big as Carmichael, but Carmichael with the theme team is only 91 speed. Julio Jones is 96 speed, and I'm just going to tell you this right now. He's actually not the fastest player on my team, but he feels like the fastest player on my team. I don't know what is it about this card, man, but he only has 94 excel, but like he just feels so fast. Anytime that I get into like the open field with Julio, like I'm just thinking like there's a very high chance I could score because he also has a very good juke. So like if you get Julio in the open field, it's a 50-50 chance you could score, honestly. If you're really good with these right here, these thumbs, man, he can make some shit shake. Also runs his routes really good. He makes tough catches. This is easily, I would say, our best wide receiver on the team. You just got to have him. And if you're wondering how he's got the 96 speed, 50 out of 50 gives you the +2, and a 0 chill strat card that you get from the field pass gives you the +1. So 96 speed, I mean, this guy's a beast, and he's probably not even that much. I did the set. I don't know what his actual price is on the auction house, but I remember I only did a set for like 200,000, so he shouldn't be that much. In my opinion, I would say Jalen Hurts is a must-have for the Eagles theme team. Reason number one being he's the only quarterback on our theme team right now that gets set feet lead. It's actually crazy. Michael Vick, when you max him out at a 93, he doesn't get set feet lead. So he's an improviser archetype, just like Jalen Hurts. He's a 93, just like Jalen Hurts. But the requirement for an improviser is you got to have 94 throw power, which Jalen Hurts has that. Now, he's 96 for me because I got the strat card to give him +2 throw power. Michael Vick at a 93 only has 92 throw power. I don't know how EA managed to mess that up, but that's crazy. To me personally, I would say set feet lead is better than highbrow master just because you're able to make any throw in the game and you can get passes right through KOs. It's the king of all the quarterback abilities in my opinion. Now, if you could rock both, of course you want to have both, but if I had to pick one, I'm taking set feet lead. To me, I would say Jalen Hurts gets better abilities than Vick because also Jalen Hurts, well, because yeah, Vick's really only good ability he gets high route master, but it's not even actually high route master. It's backyard QB, so it's high route master and quarterback playmaker built in, so it's 4 AP, so it's not the normal 3 AP. So Jalen Hurts' high route master is cheaper than Vick's. He gets set feet lead, which Vick does not. In my opinion, he also has a better release than Michael Vick. I like Gen 2 over Slinger 1, and not to mention Jalen Hurts gets gift wrap for 0 AP, which is, you know, it's still, I'm not gonna say, is it a must at this point in the game? If you're throwing high balls, I feel like you still need gift wrap because there's a chance you could drop it. So that gift wrap for 0, in my opinion, Jalen Hurts is the best quarterback for the team easily. Pretty much the only offensive players I had, because besides that, for the theme team, you can really use whoever you want. We really don't have running back. All of our other wide receivers are good. I wouldn't say it matters who you use. There's just Alshon, there's Matt Collins, there's Chris Carter, there's, if you still want to use Harold Carmichael, there's Devontae Smith. There's so many guys that I could probably keep going, and so for that reason, you use whoever you want for there, but you definitely got to have Julio mixed in. So now we're going to head over to defense with Brian Dawkins. This Brian Dawkins card can play anywhere on the field. If you want to put him at free safety, strong safety, you can go ahead and do that. If you want to go ahead and put him at corner, outside corner, slide corner, you can go ahead and do that. If you want to go ahead and drop Dawkins into the box as sub linebacker, you could do that. This Dawkins card can literally play anywhere. He's got good hit power, 94 hit power. He hit sticks everything. He's got 92 zone and 90 man, so he reaches the threshold for that. He's got 94 speed. He could just do anything. He kind of reminds me of what Malcolm Jenkins was for the Eagles. You remember Jim Schwartz used to put Malcolm anywhere. He had him up top at safety. Sometimes he put him in slot corner. Sometimes he'd have him in the box. You can kind of do that with Dawkins. You can play him wherever you need him. And he's 6 foot, so it's not like he's, you know, small or anything. He's 210. He's got he's not little by any means. And his abilities are really good. He gets deep out zone for 3 AP. So that's why I said if you want to put him at outside corner with that deep out zone, or if you want to put him up top back at safety with the deep out zone, you can. Hell, he even gets deep route KO. Now, I know it's 4 AP, but, you know, let's say you really play a lot of man and you really need this, you can now. Acrobat, no outsiders. Acrobat, I've tried it this year. It doesn't really work. It's crazy to think that because remember, you know, like Madden 21, Madden 22, even Madden 23 to an extent, Acrobat was like the ability, and now it's just like these guys will animate without even having Acrobat, so that's pretty crazy. But he also gets no outsiders, which I don't really. I mean, I guess I don't even know how you would use this, but yeah. So Dawkins though, beast, gotta have him. Now, out of all of our corners, man, I gotta say Rasul Douglas is the best corner. Who would have thought, right? Out of all, because we have a lot of corners for the team. And out of all the guys, who would have thought it would have been Rasul Douglas? But Rasul Douglas, for starters, is 6'2", 209 pounds. So he's a bigger corner. You know what I mean? I like corners that you never want to have a corner that's way too big. You don't want to have a guy that's like over 6'4". You never want that, because usually they move really slow and they play sluggish. They don't really play that good. 6'2" is like the perfect height. I'm not gonna lie. So Rasul Douglas already meets the credentials right there. And then for his stats, I mean, the man is literally 97 speed. He's the fastest player on my team. I've gotten a chance to get a couple picks with him, and there's a very high chance he could house any pick that he gets. You see, he has 96 play rec, 95 man, and 96 zone. So he's in a whole new threshold of his own with some of these stats. He could play man, he could play zone. Now, he does only have 80 press, but this guy is so fast. He has get back speed. Like, I've seen him get, you know, messed up in man before, and he's just so fast. He gets back to the ball and gets the pick. So, you know, kind of, just because of the speed, man, I mean, this guy is lethal. Not to mention, he also gets 1 AP pick artist. So if you're sitting around with like 1 extra AP left to put on your defense, you don't know what to put on, well, here you go. He can fix that problem. He's got the 1 AP pick artist, which I do have on, and I would have to say Rasul Douglas is for sure the best corner on the team. There's a lot of good corners. You know, you got Troy Vincent, you got Asante Samuel, which, by the way, if you guys did not know, yesterday, 92s did get series reduxes. So Asante, as of right now, from what I've seen, he's about 530. He's dropped a lot. But like I said, there's a lot of good corners. You got Asante, you got Troy Vincent, you got DRC. I'm trying to think. I'm not sure there's anybody else, but we got a lot of DBs for the theme team. You know what I mean? So, but Rasul Douglas got the stats, he's got the height, has a really nice discount, and this card probably isn't too much. I did his set, I want to say, for about 300,000, so I'm sure he's not that much on auction block. Now for the final card, I would say that you just gotta have for the Eagles theme team, Javon Curse. Now the reason why I put Javon Curse on there, because we got a lot of linemen. You got Nolan Smith, who literally came out for the same promo. You got Hassan Reddick, who we just recently got. There's Reggie White. There's Refrigerator Perry. I'm trying to think if there's anybody else. We got a lot of D linemen, right? The defensive line is stacked. So the reason why I put Javon Curse, obviously, you know, you can see these stats. He's great. He's 6'4", 265. He's fast as hell. He's great. He's gonna be great in the run game, all that stuff. He's great. Great card. But the reason why I put Javon Curse on here over all the defensive linemen is because of his versatility. Javon Curse, kind of like almost like Dawkins. I said Dawkins can play pretty much anywhere on the field. Javon Curse can play, well, when I say anywhere on the field, anywhere on the defensive line. Let's not, you know, get crazy here. He can play defensive end. You know, he can play, for sure, play out on the edge. I mean, that's where you naturally want him. But he can also play interior. He plays, believe it, you'd be surprised. Well, I don't know if you'd be surprised, but he plays very good on the interior. And not all these guys could do that. So let's say you want to get Nolan Smith and Hassan Reddick off the edge. Well, that's fine. You can go ahead and put Javon Curse right in the middle in the interior of the D line. You know what I mean? Like, he can play that, and he's going to play very good right there. That's what you like, you know, Hassan Reddick and Nolan Smith, they're only playing on the edge. You can't move. For outside linebackers, it will not let you put them on the interior of the defensive line, which, you know, kind of sucks, but, you know, it kills their versatility a little bit. But that's what I'm saying. Javon Curse can do it all, so you can use him in pretty much any package. It's like, basically, if we keep getting new edge rushers, it's fine. You could just keep Javon Curse at D tackle. Like, my goal, how I'd really like to run the line is probably Hassan Reddick, Nolan Smith off the edge, and Refrigerator Perry and Javon Curse over at D tackle. Personally, that's how I would like to run it. You know what I mean? I'm sure some of you guys are running like that. I did. Now, you don't have to run it like that. You can run any combination you want, but Javon Curse is on here because of his versatility, and obviously his, you know, his stats are great. Let me know down in the comments who you guys think must-have Eagles are for the theme team. Let me know if you agree with the list with some of the guys that are on here. Like I said, I didn't want to make it a long list because it's a must-have, guys. We're not just throwing everybody in there, you know what I mean? It's got to be guys that are at the top of their position, because a lot of our position groups, pretty much all of them are loaded except for tight end, running back. I mean, I guess safety. We only have like a couple safeties. I'm using all of them. I'm using Dawkins. I'm using CJ Gardner-Johnson. I'm using Kevin Byard. I have Kevin Byard in the box. So, I mean, I wouldn't say that position group is loaded, but yeah, running back, we definitely need some help at running back. Hopefully, maybe this week for Ghost of Madden, we can see like a LaShawn McCoy or something, or just somebody, man. We need some type of Eagle running back. I'm still actually using DeAndre Swift, and yeah, I can't wait to get rid of him. That's all I'll say. But that's pretty much gonna do it for this one, boys. I'm gonna holler at y'all at the next one. I'm actually gonna be live over on Twitch pretty soon. I actually lost a bet with Tax. We betted on the Eagles and Seahawks game. The bet was if the Seahawks won, I would play 2 seasons on his account for head-to-head. And if Eagles were to win, he was going to give me $20. So I got to go play some seasons on his account. So if you want to go watch me play on Tax account, tap in with the Twitch. The link that is down in the description. Go ahead and click that link, and you can watch me use his team. And his team is bad, man. I think it's like an 86 overall. So pray for me, man. And I'll see y'all over there.